example, we've been asked to create a database to an academy called New Vision. The question is, the board of directors of New Vision Academy has decided to computerize the information of all teachers in the education institutions. The software is being developed by Tharaka Software Solution. Assume that you are working as a senior software engineer in this company, and you and your team are responsible for creating the database of this software. Create the database according to the instructions given to you as follows. The first question is to create a database called New Vision Academy to store teachers' data, and therefore I'm gonna start my workbench application to create the database. First I'm gonna log into a session. I got to give my password. In here I'm gonna create a new database called the New Vision Academy, which is a database that we want to create. You can see our database is created here. I'm going to create a table under that database. The first table that we want to create is a table called teacher. This table stores data about the teachers of this academy, and the teachers table has columns like teacher registration no, first name, last name, gender, contact no, and email. The teacher reg no column is gonna act like a primary key to this table, and it has a data type of varchar with a length of 10. I'm gonna rearrange my desktop. Teacher table. And the first column is the teacher reg no. It has a data type of varchar with a length of 10. It's the primary key. Then the first name. Then the last name. Varchar with a length of 45 again. Then the gender column. It has a character length of 10. This has a character length of 10 again. Then the email address column. Varchar with the length of 50. Then I'm gonna apply this table to create it. Apply again. Finish. We can see the table created here called the teacher. The next question that we have been asked to do is to input this data into that table. The specialty of this question is that we have to use query statements instead of the graphical UI method with the Heidi application. So we have to use database queries to input this data into that table. going to refresh this application. Then I'm going to select the related database and the table that I want to input this data. Then I'm going to write my query to input this data into that table. The query that we normally use to insert data into tables is the insert query. So I'm going to write insert here first. Insert into. Then I'm going to specify the table that I want to input this data. Teacher table. Then I'm going to define the columns that I want to input data. First the teacher ignore column. Then the first name column. Then the last name column. And the gender column. Then the email address column. Then I have to put these column names in brackets, in a single bracket. Then I'm gonna add the values that I need to input into these columns. Again, I'm gonna open a bracket, and inside it I'm gonna define the values that I want to be inserted into these columns. The first value is the teacher ignore value. It is TEC. Then the first name. We should input these values in single quotation marks. Then the last name. Then the gender. Then the contact now. Then the email address. Then I'm gonna add the semicolon to declare the end of this query. Let's see what happens if I apply this query. I'm gonna apply this query by pressing the run button. I've forgotten to add the database name here, so I'm gonna correct it. Let's see what happens now. I have forgotten to add the contact no column here. Then I'm gonna mention it to correct this query. Contact. Then I'm gonna test it, and it's working. We can see our data is added into this table successfully. Then I'm gonna add other data in the same way. This is the second teacher. The first name is Champika. The second name, last name is Pereira. Gender is female. The contact now is then the email address. I'm gonna execute this query. Then I'm gonna refresh the database. I can see all the data that I added up to this moment are visible here successfully. Then I'm gonna add other data too in the same way. I have added the teacher registration wrongly here, so I'm gonna edit it using the graphical method for now. Then I'm gonna add other data to this table. So you can see now I have added all the data into this table. So that is it for this example. We have created the table and the database for this question, and thank you guys for watching. See you next time.